Welcome to Tech Talk Episode 7. The new Intel Xeon workstation build is complete. The specs are an Intel W7 2495X 24-core 48-thread processor, Asus W790 Ace motherboard, 512GB of DDR5 4800R DIMMs, and an Asus ROG Strix RTX 3090 24GB, all in a Corsair 5000D airflow case, a Corsair HX1200 power supply, Noctua NH-U14S CPU cooler, and Noctua Chromax fans. The new services that I will be providing with this workstation will be posted on the website shortly. I want to do a few world composition and world partition tests first. A computer with 512 gigs of memory can create a floating point height map up to 360,000 by 360,000 pixels. In comparison, a computer with 32 gigabytes of memory can hopefully import a 16,000 by 16,000 height map into world partition. So the massive terrain sizes that I will be able to work with will be exceptional. As soon as the larger 256 gig RDIMMs are available, I will be expanding this workstation up to the full 2 terabytes of memory for really massive world creation. I finally have my new Asus Store AS6407T 4-bay NAS set up, with a RAID 5 32TB pool and a RAID 1 1TB NVMe pool. My backup procedure is a 722 system with 7 copies of my data on 2 different types of media with 2 remote cloud backups. I will be posting a tech show video on the remote cloud backup system, and I will create a video on the new NAS as well. Unreal Engine 5.3 beta is already out in the wild, with many people already testing it. As far as I know, it is available at this time only on GitHub and requires compiling. It isn't available on the Epic launcher yet. I haven't seen any firm date for when the pre-release or final release build of 5.3 will be out. I also don't know whether the large open world import-export will be in it. I haven't received any word from Epic yet as to whether it was voted high enough on the public roadmap. I am assuming that it will make it into the 5.3 release since it is on the in-progress list, hopefully. The TerreSculptor version timeline will be probably every 2 years for a new version number release. The Heightmap software competition is 1-year releases, so it is more expensive to keep up to date with the competition's versions. The TerreSculptor upgrade price is estimated to be $69 Canadian, which is about $50 US. The competition upgrade is $149 US, so it is quite an exceptional savings going with TerreSculptor. TerreSculptor is a powerful software application. The reason it is priced so low is not because it is inferior in any way. It is so that people in lower income countries can afford it. I have talked with many developers who live in lower economic countries, and the $300 cost of the competition software is often a month's pay. In my opinion, a $300 US initial cost, then $150 US every year is simply too much for Heightmap software. For those who are interested in marketing and sales, I make very little on TerreSculptor, and I still have to work a full-time job for income. When TerreSculptor 4.0 releases, TerreSculptor 2.0 will still be free for any use, including commercial. TerreSculptor 2.0 does not get updates and bug fixes, but it is not limited like the competition's indie versions. TerreSculptor 2.0 supports height maps up to 46,000 by 46,000 and has a large number of features. TerreSculptor 3 and the upcoming 4.0 are simply light years ahead of 2.0. With the terrain stack, mapper, many more devices, 1 million height map size, many more file formats, big PNG and big TIFF, biome devices, plus much more, and the current and future development cycle. That wraps up this episode. You have been watching Tech Talk with Demenzun Media. Please consider subscribing to the channel to help me in the YouTube algorithm.